Namaste. This is Swami Pradeep. In today's session, today's video, I'm going to talk about disappointment. How do we get over disappointment in our life? So this disappointment is there with everybody in our life, right? Anyone and everyone. We come across in some situation where we get disappointed. Why? Why do we get disappointed? And how do we get over disappointment in our life? So in our daily life, okay, we are always faced with a lot of challenges in every aspect of it. Some we succeed, some we fail. So when we fail, it leads to disappointment. Let's understand that disappointment does not indicate failure in our life. This is a kind of a perception we always have, and that's the way we have been conditioned to believe also. That is, when you fail, it leads to disappointment. Please understand, failure is not the end of our life, right? Anything, whatever we do, whether it is seeking a job, or in studies, or in sports, or any endeavor we do in our life. Some we get, some we don't get. That's okay. But what happens is, we believe, we feel, if we don't get what we seek for, what we go for, and if it fails, we get disappointed. Where does disappointment lead us to? Lead us to so many issues: frustration, anger, resentment, and obviously leads to depression also. We lose motivation in our life. We lose to see good things around us. This disappointment also blocks in seeing opportunities in front of you. Opportunities in front of you. This is how disappointment leads to. Let's take an example. We apply for a job. Okay, maybe it can be some kind of a senior job, senior manager position. I mean, why I'm saying this is two aspects of it. Okay, as a scenario, one, you apply for a job, for a senior manager position, and whatever reason maybe, that person doesn't get it, so he's disappointed. Another scenario, he applies for a senior manager position, but some other company likes him, but they feel he may not be, fit for senior manager position, but maybe an assistant manager or a manager. That also leads to disappointment. Why? Because this person want to have the senior manager, but he finally ended up in getting a manager position. So this is how we always see everything in our life. When we don't get what we seek, what we go after, first thing is disappointment. Why? Because you think I failed. I failed in what I really wanted. Okay, let me narrate a story here. As usual, in all my talks, right? I always say, story is the best way to understand, to make others also understand. Why? Because we all love to hear stories. And what is the reason? The reason is we all have the childishness, right? The child behavior or the childishness within us. Whether you are a 10-year-old, whether you are a 60-year-old, whether you are a 70, whatever the age group you are, we all love to hear stories. But the day when you lose your childishness inside, I'm telling you, we lose our life. Please don't lose that. Always feel that energy within you, like the children. You know, children are always exuberant because they live in the present moment. They enjoy every bit of their life, what they exist. Same way, we need to live life. Again, that's a different subject. So what I'm saying is storytelling and hearing story, we all love. So here is a story. Okay, to highlight how the disappointment affects us and how we can overcome. There was a father and a daughter. They used to live in a village, okay, in a very remote village. And once father said, daughter, come, let's go for a walk in the forest. They went for a walk. They strolled in the forest, and while walking, the middle of the path, they saw a big chunk of a food, a very huge junk food was lying in front of them. So the daughter said, Dad, can I alone move that food or the chunk of the food out of this path? Dad said, you can do it, but use all your resource, what you have. Okay, daughter? Mind it, use all your resource, what you have, and you can do it. Right, that, thank you. The daughter went, trying to lift it. She was unable to, because it was a huge log of food. It's very huge. She again tried. She could just, lift it a little, and again she failed. She said, Dad, sorry, I'm unable to lift it. I don't know what to do. Again, Dad reminded her, daughter, use all your resource and try to do it again. Again, the daughter went. The girl went and tried to lift the log of food. Again, she failed. She said, Dad, I'm sorry, I failed. And the dad said, my dear daughter, you didn't hear what I said, right? I said, use all your resource, what you have. You didn't seek my help. I'm also one of the resource with you, right? If you had asked me, I would have also supported you. So, what does the story says in this current world? Not in this world, okay, I would be precise, in this world, in this worldly life, the way that we are living over here. Everything, everybody cannot live independently. It's all about interdependence. You understand? We all live depending on others. That's the way life is. No individual person has all the strengths or all the resource in him to achieve what he wants, he or she wants. But sometimes what we try to do things in life, we think without seeking any support, without seeking any guidance, without seeking any help, we try to endeavor in certain activities and we fail. So in this story, if the daughter has sought, Dad, please come, help me, let's do it together. She could have done. So what did that father do? Use all your resources, which that daughter didn't understand. Okay, let's put it like this as an example. So a person goes for, applies for a job again. Okay, he gets a call, interview call, and what he should be doing is, first important thing is he need to understand what is the job profile. Maybe he can reach out to his friends to understand what that organization is all about. what is the job profile, what is the requirement, what they are seeking. So you can prepare. You can prepare accordingly and go for the interview. He may succeed, he may fail. That's a second part. You succeed, fantastic. You don't get it, then it's fantastic, no problem. You learn something, right? Through preparing for the interview, you have gained a lot of knowledge. Maybe the company doesn't deserve you, or you don't deserve that. Maybe something better is waiting for you. So we need to always look at things in a better perspective. Look at every aspect of our life as an opportunity for progressing, not to get this up. Seeing those feelings. Every opportunity is a learning process. Every opportunity. Whether it is success, whether it is failure. So how do you do that? I use one ingredient in my life personally, and I wanted everybody to use this powerful word called enthusiasm. Whether you fail, whether you succeed, always feel enthusiastic. What you do, what you feel, and what you deliver. See everything with enthusiasm. What does enthusiasm do? It regenerates your energy. You radiate energy, right? Positive energy, powerful energy. So you don't get shaken by so-called failures in life. You don't. So be enthusiastic in everything what you do. And in earlier few of my speeches, I've told to my listeners, again I'm telling you, whatever we go through, whether it is success, failure, disappointments, rejections, resentments, all these things, eliminate. Replace it with one single word called experience. These are all experience you are going through in your life. Right? When you see it as an experience, what does it convey? You are learning. So the experience in life, we learn. Every day, every moment is a learning process in our life. When you have that kind of a perception that everything, whatever happens in my life, it's a learning process. I learn from that, whether I succeed, whether I fail. And be enthusiastic in whatever you do, in whatever you think. Through that enthusiasm, what happens? You energize your thoughts. When you energize your thoughts, it transforms yourself. The way you see things, the way you approach, everything changes, right? You radiate exuberance. You radiate positive energy. You feel good. You make others also good. So, as per the story, always seek guidance whenever you need. Do not hesitate. Never hesitate by seeking guidance. It's a weakness. A lot of people have that kind of a perception. You know, if you seek help from somebody, it shows, I don't know, I am weak. No, I'm sorry. Trust me. It shows, it's a kind of a sign of wisdom you have, maturity you have. Why? Because you want to achieve what you want to get in life. Okay, let me tell you one more story. Okay. There was a man who got shipwrecked and he got stranded in an island all alone. Nobody was there. Island is completely empty and He is the only person in the island. He feels so distraught, disappointed as usual. Obviously, can you imagine a person, you know, being stranded in an island all alone with nothing except those few materials what he had with him, and in front of him it's a vast ocean, sea in front of him. What he did, he started living over there. And whatever materials he had, he tried to live with that. When there was a forest, he brought some, leaves and other things. He made a small hut over there, and somehow he started living, going in search of food, getting fruits, vegetables, and luckily he had some materials with him, so he could make some fire also. Okay, so in that way he was living for some few months over. And he used to pray, God, please, please help me. Please help me. Please help me. Get some people to come and pick me up. Please do that. No help came. He was all alone left. But he somehow managed to live over. So one day, as usual, he went for in search of food. And when he came back, he saw his entire house was in flame. It was burning. Everything gone. Oh my God, he thought he just fell on his knees and he started crying. My God, what is this you have done to me? Already you have put me in a situation where I'm left all alone, and somehow I try to manage all these months. And there's a small possession I had, even that you have consumed in flame. What have I done to you? And he started crying. And when he, for a few moments, was just crying, and then when he opened his eyes and looked far ahead, he saw one ship was approaching near his island. And then a lifeboat came, was picked up, he went back to the ship. He asked the captain, Captain, how did you knew that I'm over here? The captain said, my friend, while we were crossing this area, I saw a large smoke coming from this island. I don't know. I thought, let me have a look at it, what it is. So we came near there, and we came to Alan's and yours. So what does the story says? Sometimes in life, what you lose may be a blessing in disguise. Do not get distraught. Do not get disappointed when you lose something. Because this is what most of us do in our life, right? When we lose something, when we don't get disappointed, we think it's a failure. So as the story says, whatever he had in his possession when it was consumed in flame, had indirectly has helped him to get out of the mess what he was in. So trust yourself and pray to God. And be thankful to God always. Feel blessed with what you have. When you feel blessed in what you have, when you feel enthusiastic in what you have and what you are, your life will be fantastic. You will not be disappointed anymore. Let me tell you a parable, okay? It's not a story, but kind of a small parable. Once there was a penguin, okay? The penguin was in the water, happily swimming around. Then suddenly the penguin, looked across the sky and he saw an eagle flying, and immediately he thought, my God, he admired that eagle, and he thought, if I had such a good wings, I could also fly like that eagle. For a moment he thought, and then common sense prevailed, and then the penguin, I'm happy with what I have, what I am. Same, the eagle was flying and happily flying the moment he saw that it came down. He thought, who eagle thought, how gracefully the penguin is swimming. And he admired. He was feeling, oh my God, I wish I could always swim like that penguin. Then the eagle again realized, happy with what I am. I am an eagle. I have wings, let me fly. He soared and was happy. So my friends, please remember, every now and then, okay, like this penguin and eagle, we always compare ourselves to somebody else or something which is bigger than us. Okay, what we don't have, we see them and we feel they have, and we envy them, and we feel that we should also have the way they possess. But trust me, even those people whom you admire, they will also be envying or seeing somebody else. It's a kind of a endless vicious cycle. Each one admiring somebody and feeling disappointment that I don't have what that person doesn't have. I mean, that person have which I don't have. Please remember, an eagle is an eagle, right? A penguin is a penguin. Each one have their characteristics, their quality, and the way they have been designed. They have to live the way it has been designed. So each one of you, each one of us, we all have certain talent, we all have certain character, we all have certain ability. Accept that first, nurture that, believe in yourself. You don't get disappointed by comparing yourself to somebody else and feel that you don't have. Feel blessed, as I said earlier, feel blessed with what you have. Believe in what you have and what you are, and go forward. Whatever you want, you will achieve. Some may come the way you wanted, some may delay, some you may not get. That's okay. That is part of our life. So the sooner we accept that we are what we are, each one of you are unique in your own way. When you believe in yourself, no failures, no disappointments can shake you, shatter you, and feel blessed with what you have, with enthusiasm. If you follow this, you will never be disappointed in your life. So, hope you understood how to manage, how to handle disappointment in your life. So be enthusiastic, be blessed, be blessed, be blessed with what you have. Thank you, friends. Thank you all. God bless you all.